Screencast here is going to cover Chapter 9, Lesson 6. Kind of a big one here to get this set up. We're going to do what's called a vanishing point using a filter. It's a pretty sweet tool. Take a look at your image that you have right now. We've only got the 3 trees showing. Do a Command Shift S. We're going to make a copy of this. So I'm just going to put a poolside and then a number 2 at the end because I don't want to ruin the original image. I'm going to click Save. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flatten this image. And what flat means is we're going to select all layers over here. So I'm going to click on background and I'm going to hold down shift. I'm going to go all the way up to the brightness layer. All layers are selected. I still have layers that are hidden, but that's okay. I'm going to right click it. I'm going to say flatten image. What flatten image does, it says, do you want to discard the hidden layers? Yes, I do. Click OK. What it does is it puts all of those images into one layer. It's a little easier to look at, but for our purposes, we're getting ready to copy and paste something. We can't have it in multiple layers. It'll get a little confusing. Okay, let's do a Command O to open. We'll come back to this image and let's go to our data files. We're going Chapter 9, 9-2. So on 9-2 here, we're going to create a vanishing point. What we're going to do is we're going to take that picture and make a banner on top of this building like you would see in like kind of a downtown area. What we're going to do first, let's go ahead and save it. Command Shift S. I'm going to put this in my classwork folder, not 9-2, but we're going to save this one as Poolside Banner. Once we're ready now, we're going to go to, I need to create a new layer first. I'll create a blank layer above the background layer. And then I'm going to go to Filter, Vanishing Point. That's going to change my entire interface here. You can see right off the bat that I have this button over here selected. It's called the Create Plane tool. And what we're going to do, I'll zoom in here a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to create a plane that we can stick that picture in. So I'm going to come up here to the top left corner of this building. I'm going to click, and I'm going to move to the corner of the building. I'm going to click. I'm going to go down, see, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go down 4 floors like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to click at the corner. And I'm going to go to the other corner and I'm going to click. What that does is give me a grid that I can then insert an image. But I want this to wrap around the building. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have the Edit Plane tool selected. With the Edit Plane tool selected, I'm going to come in here and grab the middle right sizing. Okay. Not getting the cursor I want. Here, let's try this. Let's go back to Create Plane like that, the Create Plane tool, and I'm going to click on it right here. There we go. That's the cursor I'm looking for. It's an arrow with a 4-box look to the right. So how I got that, once again, I went back to the Create a Plane on top of this plane, and I'm going to click and hold. And when I click and hold, what that does is it drops in another vanishing point. I'm going to drag that all the way to the edge of the building. I'm not going to worry about where it lines up because I can change that. And then what you can do is you can take individual points and shift them to get them right where you need to be. So I'm not hitting any keys or anything like we do on a free transform box. I'm just clicking and just putting in place where things need to go. Now once you have the grid set up, it's as easy as going back to your original image and copy and pasting your image. So I'm going to move this box out of the way here, this filter box. I'm going to come back to my Photoshop document. And if it doesn't let you, here's what we're going to have to do. I probably should have told you to copy it prior to. I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go back to Poolside 2. I'm going to do a Command A. Command A selects the entire document. I'm going to do a Command C to copy. I'm going to go back to that Poolside banner. I'm going to go to Filter, Vanishing Point. And I'm going to go ahead and put on my vanishing points. I'm going to click, go down 4 floors, click, and click. And then I'm going to add another one. And I'm going to drag this out, just like we just did, fairly quickly this time. And now that I have it copied, I'm going to go Command V as in victory to paste. And now what I can do is I can snap this into the actual grid image, and then I can shift it around to get the picture to look where I want to. Then it looks like a banner. I'm going to stop it where it says join us poolside right there. That looks kind of cool. And it wraps around the building because we have this vanishing point. Really cool feature. Just depends on how you want to use it. Click OK. And there you have it. You could come in here then and you could cut a little building part of this out and you could layer that on top and you could make this blend in a little bit more. We won't get into that just now, but just knowing how to use that vanishing point is kind of a sweet tool. Do a Command S to save, and that's going to conclude Chapter 9, Final Lesson 6.